The Chicago Bears have a head coaching search coming up very shortly, and it's going to be led by Ryan Poles and Kevin Warren. But if this bombshell report from the Chicago Tribune today is to be believed, I don't think Ryan Poles should be leading the search for any coach, let alone the head coach of the Chicago Bears. Fam, we gotta talk. Welcome to Bears Yard, the home of opinionated Chicago Bears talk. This your boy Vibe, and Dan Wiederer from the Chicago Tribune laid down a bombshell report today about Ryan Poles and the fact that his job is safe, but should it be safe? So, one of the things that you could always rest your head on was the fact that when Ryan Poles was hired in 2022, 2 days later, he named Matt Eberflus the coach of the Chicago Bears. A lot of people, myself included, thought that maybe the McCaskey forced Eberflus on Poles because at the time, Poles was 36 years old. He was the first-time GM, and it was thought that the organization might have forced Eberflus on him since Eberflus was one of the finalists that the McCaskey and their committee had decided upon, and they just handed Ryan Poles the name. Well, come to find out in this report, and this has been reported before, but it's more concrete today, that Ryan Poles had the opportunity to expand on that coaching search back in 2022 if he wanted to, but he elected not to. He chose instead to choose Matt Eberflus as the head coach, and he has stood by that decision ever since. So no, and just to be clear about this, Dan Wiederer quotes in his article, to be clear, Eberflus was never forced on Poles, at least not by anyone employed at Hallis Hall. The two share representation, and agent Trace Armstrong, per Poles' account, had become friendly after meeting years back through mutual acquaintances. So they had known each other through a similar agent. Poles chose him back in 2022, and as you all have heard throughout the years, he has stuck by Flus's side, and he has retained his steadfast, resolute belief in Matt Eberflus. Now, that's strike one. Strike two was the end of the 2023 season. Yes, the Bears were 7-10. They were on the upward swing. They had gained some momentum, but we all knew what was coming around the corner. The Bears had the number one pick in the NFL draft in 2024. Everybody knew they were going to draft Caleb Williams. Everybody told Poles, anybody who was listening, you heard the rumblings out there. You need to fire Flus so you can line Caleb up with a head coach that wants to coach him and different things like that. But it was Ryan Poles and not the McCaskey, because there were some thoughts out there that the McCaskeys had forced Poles to keep Flus because Flus had 3 years left on his deal. Nope. It was Ryan Poles and Ryan Poles' alone decision to retain Matt Eberflus at the end of the 2023 season, and we see what happened with that. 12 games into this season, Eberflus fired. We all knew he was going to be fired. We all knew at the end of last year you should have fired him, but Poles kept Eberflus. Strike two. Strike three, it gets worse. If you don't think it can get worse, it gets worse, because in the summer of last year, or this year, or whatever the case may be, the Bears fired Luke Getsy, who was their offensive coordinator in 2023, so they needed a new one for 2024. So Matt Eberflus and Ryan Poles conducted interviews for new offensive coordinators, and who did they land on? Shane Waldron. And we saw how long that lasted. 9 weeks into the 2024 season, out of there. Shane Waldron fired. And if you don't think Ryan Poles was heavily involved in Shane Waldron's hiring, he was. He talked about how he laid out the process for asking questions of the candidates and seeing what type of process they will have to handle certain in-game situations, this, that, and the other. He even did an interview about it and how proud he was of landing on Shane Waldron. And Poles was instrumental in getting Shane Waldron here as offensive coordinator. 3 strikes, fam. So he hired Flus, he retained Flus, and he hired Waldron. Not to mention the fact that since Poles has become GM, 9 Bears coaches have been fired or let go. 9. Luke Getsy, gone. Alan Williams had to be walked out by the FBI, okay? Shane Waldron, gone. Eberflus, gone. And a host of other assistant coaches and things like that that had to be let go for various reasons. Man, this is not a good look for Ryan Poles. Again, y'all know I like Ryan Poles, but the more and more information that comes out about Ryan Poles, the more concerned I am that he's going to be the man leading the next head coaching search. Now, we do have Kevin Warren in place, so things are going to be a little different. And obviously from that press conference, it is clear that Kevin Warren is going to be the power player in this head coaching search. But Ryan Poles is still there. And even Warren said at the press conference that Poles will have the final say on who becomes the head coach of the Chicago Bears. You can believe it Don't believe it? I don't know. But Poles is still in place to pick this next head coach. And his record, his track record of picking coaches up until now is absolutely terrible. Not to mention some of the bad decisions he made about individual players, whether they be drafted or signed to free agency. Valence Jones, I'm looking at you. Nate Davis, I'm looking at you. Shane Claypool. So, again, it is not to say that Ryan Poles has made all bad choices, but man, the bad choices are starting to pile up. And this is the man who we are entrusting to lead the head coaching search to ensure the future of this team and of Caleb Williams. Do you trust him, y'all? Oh, I think that ship is sinking for me, man. The more information that comes out, the less comfortable with Ryan Poles I am. He might be cooked. And then there was the video I made about the rumors about him potentially walking away because he's losing power to Kevin Warren. I don't know if that's a rumor, but still, there's a lot of smoke and fire right now around Ryan Poles. And I'm wondering right now, can he be trusted? And you should be wondering right now, can he be trusted? But Bear fans, let me know. Do you trust Ryan Poles? Do you want this man to be the point person in this upcoming head coaching search, given everything that I've laid out in this video and that was laid out by Dan Wiederer in this Tribune report? Drop a comment, let me know, and make sure you hit subscribe for more Bears talk.